It was tasteful. It was respectful. It was legal, guys. It was legal. And guys, this had to be the best. I'm hands down the best kissing chemistry I have seen in any Chinese shows that I've watched. Hi people, welcome back. If it's your first time, my name is Talia Adioli and this is DISBYDEM. Today we are talking about the 2023 Chinese drama series Hidden Love, which can be found on Netflix as well as YouTube. Sure to leave your comments if you've seen this one. Like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's just get into it. This one wasn't bad, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't say it was spectacular, and I wouldn't say it's one that I will be rewatching, multiple times, the way I watch Falling Into Your Smile amidst a snowstorm of love, You Are My Glory, oh my god, You Are My God, oh my god. The way I watch those ones, even Everyone Loves Me, I think I would rather go back to Everyone Loves Me before I even rewatch this one. Not because it was bad. Let's talk about the premise of the show and everything. Apparently, it was adapted from a novel of the same name. It is a coming of age love story that resonates deeply with a lot of people. This was recommended many times across many platforms for me. And it was a great recommendation. Thank you guys so much for recommending it. I'm really happy that I at least got to watch it. But like I said, it doesn't pull me in the way any of the other shows that I've seen do. It stars Zhao Lushi, I hope I'm saying these names right, and Chen Zhen-Wan. Those are the female leads and male leads. Cute. Both of them absolutely adorable. Their chemistry was, I loved it. They did well. So the drama centers around Sangji, the female lead, a bright-spirited young girl, and her longtime crush, Duan Jiazhu. Guys, we don't call him DJ because I'm not about to be killing people's names on the internet. All right? Okay. Who is her brother's charming and gentle friend? He really was charming and gentle. The story spanned several years. I think it spanned because even in the end, she said, my story started when I was 14 and ended when I was 22. You do the math. What is that math, guys? So 8 years in total. And it's showcasing Sangji's story, her growth from a high schooler to an independent young woman, and how her one-sided crush evolves into a mutual love as DJ matures alongside her. So she was 14, he was 22 when her initial crush began. And then I think when she was 17, she fell in love with him full throttle, like she head over heels. Then there was this miscommunication thing where she thought he had a boyfriend, and she went through her first heartbreak and kind of like locked him away. She literally put everything in a box and locked it away. It was so sad to see, but it's part of life. Sometimes you have to go through it, sometimes you don't, but it's part of life. And then for some reason, she goes ahead and goes into the university and gets into the university where he is. So obviously, on some level, she was still in love with him and still thinking about him because she was in his city. And then they reconnect by chance. She didn't seek him out or anything. They reconnected by chance. And that's when his side of, the love began to blossom. The plot is driven by a mix of nostalgic childhood moments, heartfelt interactions, and the slow burn of two individuals falling in love naturally. The series was largely praised for staying true to the novel, for those who had read it, presenting a pure and sweet love story, free of over-the-top melodrama. That is the thing I will give them. This story was simple and sweet. There was no drama. It reminded me of the other side of You Are My Glory. So had we seen them fall in love while they were like in high school or growing, in You Are My Glory, I think that is what Hidden Love would be. In fact, I feel like that is what it is. Because You Are My Glory, they're mature. And there's really no drama. It's a very simple love story, centering around their careers and development, how they grow together once they're in love. Same thing here. It's a very simple love story. I mean, it does have its complex moments, but for the most part, it's very simple. There was no drama. It's them figuring out themselves, falling in love, realizing that they are in love, and then figuring out family dynamics, because DJ, came from very, I guess you could call it questionable. I really didn't see a problem, because everything that happened in his family was another person that did it. It's his father that did it. So why is DJ getting the blame for it? I didn't really understand. Plus, he has shown you that he's a decent person over these years. So why her parents? I get it. Her parents had every right to question it. It's the way they were questioning it that really left a sour taste in my mouth. But it's their kid. I'm pretty sure I would do the same thing, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty sure I will have the same exact questions as her parents did. But I think approach could have been different for the entire thing, but it's fine. It all ended well. Now, why I said that I probably wouldn't rewatch it again is because I think I'm at a stage where high school romance, it just doesn't do it for me. I will rewatch 19 to 20 any day, anytime, guys. Because I love them. And I know it's high school and they're really young and everything, but it's a different kind of high school drama. And I feel like there was another one that was recommended to me, When I Fly to You or something like that. And I feel that one was purely high school. So I've been lagging, I've been procrastinating it because it just doesn't appeal to me. And the fact that she was so young here, I didn't know where they were going. I didn't know where they were going. I didn't know how they were going to, write the story or develop the story. But they did so well. I commend them. It was tasteful. It was respectful. It was legal, guys. It was legal, which was the most. And I know that they would not show us anything that was illegal or anything that was distasteful, right? But sometimes they can be right on the line. Now you don't know. You just have to tip either way for you to fall into the wrong side of things, right? But they did it very well, and I think that was when I could breathe a sigh of relief, where it was like, whew, okay, I can actually relax and enjoy the story here. Let's go into the characters a little bit. So, Sang-ji is portrayed as an intelligent, lively girl who is endearing, shy, and awkward around her crush. The actress herself, she brought, this is the first time I'm seeing her in this is the first time I'm seeing all of them on this show in anything. She was very charming. I'm actually looking forward to watching her in something else. I believe she has a show with Yang Yang, because I'm going down the Yang Yang ladder, guys. I don't like period pieces, guys, but I will watch it because Yang Yang is in it. It's a problem. I'm the first to admit it. I am in love with that man, and I mean that like on the most platonic way possible. I am obsessed with his work. Him on my screens, give it to me, baby. Love him. Dilraba, I think that's how you say her name, or is it Diliraba? I don't know which one. Love her. Obsessed with her. In love with her. The same exact way as I am with Yang Yang, guys. So I might be going down their entire, this guy, they walk a lot, so I don't know if it's their entire roster, but let's say maybe the last 3 years. I could do that easily. So this girl, the main lead here, Zhao Lushi. I hope I'm saying it right. She's in a series with Yang Yang, so I'm pretty sure I might end up watching that. But she was really good here. She was joyful to watch, innocent. You know when your life has just been a life with no worries, but yet you still grow up to be mature and and sensible. I liked it because she literally had a life with no worries. She grew up in a rich family. She had everything that she could ever want. No troubles, no nothing. Went through school. I think maybe school was probably the hardest part of her entire existence because she had to work really hard to get into the university that she wanted. I feel like that was it. But even when it came time to dealing with the girl that was stalking DJ, handled it with grace, eloquence, and just perfection. I loved it. Even when she was dealing with that girl's friend, handled it so well. I loved it. Like, she really did carry herself with grace and poise. And as far as daughters go, I think she did a very good job of portraying that character to the best of her ability. DJ is the epitome of the ideal older brother's older brother figure, an eventual romantic lead. So they say older brother figure because for the longest time she would call him her brother and he would call her his sister. And I was like, it was at those points I was like, what are you guys doing? Where are we going with this story? Where are we going with it? When are you going to drop this? Because you can't be kissing your brother. I mean, some places do, but we do not condone that behavior on this channel, you know. So that was the point where I was like, please don't tip, please don't stay on the line. I don't want you guys to tip in the wrong direction. So those parts were not really good to me, but having watched the entire thing now, I can watch it peacefully, knowing that they do drop those labels eventually and they fall in love, you know, appropriately and how it's supposed to be. His gentle demeanor and reserved personality create an irresistible allure. Very much so. The actor delivers a nuanced performance, balancing DJ's emotional depth and natural charm perfectly. He did a very good job. Like I said, haven't seen him in anything before, haven't seen her in anything before, but I really did like his character. The whole torture thing that he was going up through, you know, in the back end, I really felt for him. And that girl really guilt-tripped him for how many years. It was terrible. It was terrible. The girl it was a problem. The mom making that promise, no, not right. Do not shackle your son like that just because of the sins of your husband. Shackle yourself. If you want to carry the sins of your husband, then you do it. I mean, I guess that's what she was aiming at, but then she, you know, passed away and everything. But still, free your son before you die, please. Haba, no, don't do that. Don't do that to your children. That was uncalled for. She could have freed her son before she left. Seriously. The chemistry. It's one of the strongest points of this. The chemistry when they were brother and sister, the chemistry when they were fighting, the chemistry when they fell in love, and the chemistry at the end when they finally, you know, when he finally proposed. It was just all pure good. It was great. It was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. And guys, this had to be the best. I'm hands down the best kissing chemistry I have seen in any Chinese shows that I've watched. And I'm talking about all the shows that I love. Falling Into Your Smile, Everybody Loves Me, You Are My Glory, Administration, all of them. Eternal Love of all of them. I mean, You Are My Glory was pretty good. They did very well. However, this couple, they knew what to do with their lips. And I appreciated it. Please, if you're going to kiss passionately, make us believe it. And they did fan-fucking-tastic. Absolutely perfect. For kissing chemistry, they have the highest points in any Chinese drama series that I have watched. I'm watching a lot now, so things will change. But for now, these two had it on lockdown. Their interactive chemistry was great. Like I said, from when he was her crush to when they became full-on love interests, I think they did a fantastic job. I like how you know, she'd already been in love with him for I think 4 or so years before he then starts to realize that he was in love with her. He would always protect her. He was always instinctively protecting her no matter what. He always knew what to do for some reason. For somebody that didn't have a sister of his own, he really did, you know, take on that role of protective big brother, and I appreciated that. But I love how that instinct kind of developed and switched into romantic affection as the series went on and started to match Sang-ji's love for him. I think that it was beautifully done. I love how she made him work for it though. I think that was fantastic. For somebody who'd never dated before, that's the thing about her. There was just something about her that was just light years ahead of her age that I enjoyed. And I like that kind of maturity. It wasn't too far where you're like, she missed out on her childhood. And it wasn't too behind where you're like, okay, you gotta grow up. It was just perfect. She did it so well. The story was written well. The characters were written absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautifully. And I commend the writers, the screenwriters, the producers, and the directors for giving us this masterpiece. It is a masterpiece. Like I said, I won't rewatch it, but I thought that the story was fantastic. The pacing was also really done well because not only are we going through basically 3 stages of their love journey, we're going through growth as well, from high school to university to graduation, you know? And I think that they did it well. There was no episode that I actually wanted to skip. Even in You Are My Glory that I've watched almost 7 times now. All the sciencey stuff, all that exploration, Jack Rabbit, Jade Rabbit, what? skip, time jump. I don't even care for it, you know. But this story didn't have anything that I wanted to skip, and I like that. Actually, you know, now that I'm talking about it, I may just gotta rewatch it. I did watch it twice before I did the review. I usually do that for my Chinese shows, and even for the Korean shows that I do reviews for. I watch them twice before I come in and do a review on them. So maybe I might just sit down for one more round of Hidden Love. Yeah, maybe I will. By the time I'm editing this, I'll tell you guys how many times I've watched it. Because I think even just talking about it, I kind of appreciate it even more, and I think that I will go back and rewatch it. So for personal scoring, storyline was a 9 out of 10. I think it was simple and beautiful, honestly, and they executed it perfectly. Characters, 9.5 out of 10. In fact, 9.5 out of 10, because the leads were strong. Her family was strong. Her dynamic with her brother, loved it. Guys, I can't even tell you how much I love that dynamic between her and her brother. They did it so well. I'm not even going to go into it. They did it perfectly. But some of the other side characters, I was like, they could have done more. Her roommates were kind of just poster people, and I really liked the rugged roommates that did the competition with her. The finest one in the room, if I'm being honest. They're all cute, but that one was absolutely stunning, and I like the edginess. I like that edginess when it comes to females. I don't know what it is, guys, but that's what I appreciate when it comes to all the side characters and the people that stand out the most. Pacing was an 8.5 out of 10. They did good for the pacing. It may have been slow in the beginning, but for the most part, everything was like boom, boom, boom. Every episode that you watched was engaging. The soundtrack was a 9 out of 10. They did a very good. I like the songs, but there was this one song. I liked all the songs except for one, because the lyrics of the song is, "I can taste you every time I breathe," and that was the first line of the song. So every time it would play, I'll be like, "Oh God." Yeah, all the other songs I liked, but that one song I could not stand. Did not like it. Take it out. Clean it out, please. Overall, I will give them a 9 out of 10, because it was a solid series. Yes, it was pretty simple, but it was beautiful, and I think they handled things that could have been extremely sensitive in the best way possible. A delightful watch, guys. If you haven't seen it, it is sweet, and it has all the feel good romance feelings. But if you like slow burn romance filled series with endearing characters, this is for you guys. Don't walk, run. And it's available on Netflix and YouTube, so you can watch it in multiple places, which is one thing that I really appreciate about Chinese series. They always give it to you usually on YouTube as well, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, be sure to keep those recommendations coming. I think the Chinese series, I will stick to reviews. I don't think that I will be able to react to 25 episodes or 40 or 60 or 80. Guys, what are we doing? It's a challenge that I would like to take on, but there's enough reality content for Korean TV that I'm not 1% done with my list yet, so I will stick to that for now while I watch and enjoy my Chinese series and do reviews on the side. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Be sure to leave your comments, like the video, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.